Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Wade and Carter Show. Ash, Brent, Commander, all in the studio. The Wade and Carter studio located at the office at 205. There's space for you if you've got a business, need office space right next door to us. We've got a room open for you. Come on down.
Absolutely.
Yep. Great
Welcome
place, great
into the
location.
Atzenoffer studio for over 100 years. A South Texas tradition for over 100 years. The Atzenoffer dealerships.
Ricky King, Greg Garcia, Bobby Leister on the podium this morning. Good to see y'all. Wade and Carter weather brought to you by the great folks at AT Deerlam Hayfeed and Ranch Services.
43 degrees under clear skies in Victoria, Texas, heading to a high today of 79. It's going to be a great day. Be a great day to play a hot 9 this afternoon.
Great day to come watch some Jags baseball. Taking on Wayland Baptist and Doane College.
Why are y'all beating up on all the Christians all the time? You're playing all the Catholics for a while, then you beat up on the... Do the Presbyterians play baseball?
85% of the members of the NAI are faith-based.
Is that right?
Yeah, denominational.
Schools. Practically God's conference.
Practically. Linda Chris checking in. Justin Glass, Mark Kurtz, Scott Snow, Tommy Kingston, Patrick Strauss, Randy Langston, Tammy Keeling, Clayton Helt checking in. Good morning. Glad you're all here. Where do you want to start? Ken Paxton suing CARE yesterday, filed a lawsuit to shut down the Council on American and Islamic Relations in Texas, alleging the group is the face of the American face of international terrorist organization.
They're the American face of the Muslim Brotherhood.
More or less, yeah. Of course, Governor Abbott designated CARE and the Muslim Brotherhood as foreign terrorist organizations in November.
Yeah, so Paxton's just doing the paperwork they'll make this about Paxton, which I guess it is to a degree, but he is simply carrying out the governor's wishes on this one.
It says basically it was if it would strip them of their nonprofit status and the ability to operate in Texas. So,
well, it's interesting. It says radical Islamic terrorists are antithetical, means they don't mix well with law and order. They endanger the people of Texas, are an existential threat to our values, said Paxton. I don't think anybody argues that fact. Radical Islamic terrorists are bad. The question is whether or not CARE is actually radical Islamic terrorist, hence the lawsuit.
Yes.
Yeah. CARE dismissed it, said it's another frivolous, politically motivated, anti-Muslim publicity stunt that wastes more taxpayer dollars.
Are we really wasting taxpayer dollars, or are we using the budget that was given to them to do what's in the best interest of the state? And if the governor declared them a terrorist organization, then seems like a logical step to go after them, right?
I like Ken Paxton. Like it says right here on Wednesday, Paxton sued Bexar County for its December allocation of $566,000+ to pay for legal services for illegal immigrants. Think about that.
So illegals are using the state for legal services
to fight the state. And you may say, well, everybody deserves due process. Illegal aliens have a different level of due process.
He sued him to shut down a program that uses, this is off MySA, that uses county funds to help undocumented people access legal support.
I don't know if that's a bad thing. I mean, I'm trying to be objective. If you're here illegally and you want to work things out, you're seeking legal help to stay in the country. But maybe you should have to pay for that.
Well, why should I pay for that? That's exactly the point of this. Bexar County allocated more than $566,000 to its immigration legal services program in December. The county launched the initiative in May of 2024. And here's the problem I've got with this. They've been giving now over $1 million to two nonprofits that help people facing deportations get lawyers.
And that's just then immigration lawyers are billing the counties and just getting rich.
Well, I'm wondering, are they like a pass-through? Well, you come to us, we'll find you an attorney. We're going to take this much out of that. The attorney gets half of it. We get half of it. And there's no guarantee you're staying in this country. Here's the problem I've got with this as a legal immigrant. I could not use these services when I was a legal documented immigrant to this country.
That's right.
Without facing deportation, and paid for the lawyers out of my own pocket.
So this pass-through, this third party is kind of the pimp.
Kind of seems like
Yeah.
it to me,
So here's the
based on
deal.
that.
You know, as you can relate, in some cases it's cheaper to keep her, right? In this case, it's cheaper to deport them. So just ship them out. Cheaper to deport.
Matt Evans checking in, Torrin Bales, Jordan Glass,
Matt Evans says he
Funky Trey
loves
Molina.
the lid. This is my Corpus Christi Hooks, Astros AA affiliate in Corpus. I'm making a subtle statement about the fact that it's about time to start getting ready for some spring baseball.
Scott Tomko checking in, Kathleen Leininger, Tammy Williams, Lisa Poole, Jr.
Great group. Funky's in.
Yep.
It's always good when Matt Evans checks in. By the way, I got something for you.
What's that?
Matt Evans just had, many of you have met Kylie, Dawn's Golden Doodle. I can get you a deal on a doodle. As Matt had the mama, and I think one of the mama's offspring, both domino on the same day, 11 and 8 or 9. We've got puppies. I think they ended up netting 18 or 19 puppies.
Wow.
So these are going to be beautiful doodles that can become the constant status symbol money pit that is associated with the doodle. If you want to feel judged in your own home by a dog, a doodle is an ideal pet. If you want a dog with no discernible athletic skills, a doodle is an ideal companion. It's like a living, breathing Afghan rug. And it really brings no discernible skills of any type. They will retrieve. They love to eat, fart, and sleep. They're fantastic. They're loyal. They're like Gumby. Any way you lay them down, they will lay. You can just put them on their back and they'll just lay there. You can move their legs together. They'll keep them there. They're very pliable.
Patient with kids.
Yeah, they're the best dog I've ever owned. And I love my Brittany. Maggie loves
Brittany's
them.
the best dog.
Maggie's such an elite Brittany. Just love her to death. Thank you, Doris Breeden, for that dog.
Tommy Kingston says we have a doodle, best dog he's ever
It's just
had.
the best dog I've ever had. I can't. But
I mean,
it's
if you
also,
need a dog to do something, like if you're a hunter, don't
No.
get a doodle.
No. Well, I don't have any doubt that Riker, the Wonder Dog, he would be a good retriever, but his coat is just so prohibitive. If I took him out, bless his heart. I mean, he's like Velcro for stickers. He gets like little limbs caught in his fur. He would be miserable. And he already cost, I mean, it's $500 a quarter to keep him groomed.
Boy.
Yeah. We can't just ignore him, put him in the kennel.
Doran Bale says your description of a doodle sounds like you're describing him.
I love Torrin Bales. I love Torrin Bales, period. And Torrin Bales has a Frenchie, which is another really worthless, expensive breed of dog. Is nothing. This is a nothing dog. But it looks like if a bulldog was a huge runt, then that's a Frenchie.
If a bulldog and a pug.
Yes. And Torrin's particular dog, Lola, is just runs. Is it Lola? Is it Lolo? Lola runs the house. Absolute dominatrix of the home.
Matt says they're good bird dogs. They just need a good bird hunter for an owner.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, my dogs don't have to work very hard. I miss more birds than I hit.
They don't work, period.
Yeah.
Let's be honest about that.
No, that's right.
Governor Greg Abbott now suggesting schools that facilitate any of these student protests regarding ICE should be stripped of their funding. Lots of walkouts at multiple schools this week, and schools in the Austin ISD last week. He says schools and staff who allow this behavior should be treated as co-conspirators and should not be immune for criminal behavior.
I don't believe kids ought to. I don't think this is something kids ought to be allowed to do on school time.
And organized by teachers and schools.
No matter the cause. I don't want, look, I am all about prayer at the school. When they have meet me at the pole, it's before school. You don't get up and walk out to the flagpole during third period. So I'm not being inconsistent.
I don't think there's too many teachers organizing it either.
No. This is just kids deciding we're going to walk out.
Well, I don't know. There was a bunch of schools. There was a principal that was fired for coordinating one of these. I don't remember where. I saw the story yesterday. Basically was supplying the kids with all their accoutrement for protesting. TEA actually issued a press release saying the consequences for student walkouts, including unexcused absences, potential loss of daily attendance funding. That's where it'll hurt. You really want to get these schools and these administrators?
They're going to say, take a seat. It's costing me money.
Cut their funding.
Real quick, just as T-Lat sent me a note, whether you want sticky ribs, smoked fried wings, a whole brisket, sliced brisket, smoked chickens, brisket mac and cheese, yada, yada, yada. They got it at the chopping block. Today is the last day to order it before the Super Bowl. So if you want to have a Super Bowl party, you want to serve brisket, it's about the same price as a restaurant. I mean, in this case, it's $35 a pound. You can order it, go by and pick it up. And it's award-winning brisket. This is not just any barbecue. Yeah. This is right off their cook trailer.
I think he was in San Antonio last week at the livestock show and rodeo there. John was.
I have an aside for you that I just found interesting. So, of course, our audience will. I'm now using you as my sounding board. San Antonio right now has like 40 different of these hyperscale data centers going in. These data centers that are used to mine AI, to do AI work. Cody can probably fill in if he wants to fill in some gaps here.
Mine crypto.
These things, I did not know this, but one of these hyperscale data centers will use up to 100 megawatts of power. And to give you perspective, 1 megawatt of power in Texas will provide the electrical needs for one home for a little over a month.
Wow.
And these places are pulling 100 megawatts each. So 100 homes, it's like every time you add a data center, it's like adding 100 homes to the grid. And San Antonio's got like 40 of them going in right now. Think about that.
Well, I saw a stat the other day. Every time everybody's doing all these photos on Grok now and ChatGPT. Every time you do one of those, it's basically the equivalent of a bottle of water that is needed just to keep the computers cool to run your picture.
And see, if you're doing that in San Antonio, which is on the aquifer, and they don't have enough water to begin with, you can see the problem. In fact, they don't have enough water right now. Even their San Antonio River is dry.
Sid Miller basically shouted the alarm earlier this week, and it kind of fell on deaf ears because apparently nobody cares about water issues except in Corpus Christi. But he basically said Corpus Christi is the canary in the coal mine for the state of Texas.
No doubt. If you drive, you remember that Corpus Christi owns a huge portion of the water that's in Lake Texana. Go drive towards Edna. And when you get out to where the lake used to be, there's the river, that's the Lavaca River, and there's grass. It doesn't look like a lake at all.
Randy Langston says no different than credit card transactions. Same thing. It makes you, you're probably right. Never even thought of that because the credit card transactions aren't bad. They want you not to use cash.
Right.
Right? keeps the economy humming. And as we pointed out the other day, AI taking over chat rooms and plotting to take over their owners' lives. Randy asked if the water burns off. Basically, my understanding is when the process is done, it ends up into these tall chillers and then it evaporates off. So I guess it goes up into the sky, and then, science being science, it would eventually fall back to Earth at some point, but that's not happening.
Peace Strauss says it's grass and stumps.
Yeah.
And gators. Lots of gators.
So
Michelle Wilson Hawkins, is that like a moral badge of honor? She says, I deleted my Chat GPT.
Yeah. So it goes through these chillers into these cooling tubes, and then it evaporates, and that's it. That's my understanding of it.
So Randy Langston adds, when you mine Bitcoin or crypto, you process transactions. You get a cut for participating. I just don't get it. I know that in the same breath that I say Bitcoin's not real, it's just that we assign value to it. Isn't that the case with gold? Gold is
and dollar bills.
Dollar
we do. It's always got a dollar
at least
value.
Gold is physical. You can hold it.
Right. Yeah. True story. Look at that. Matt says, I love the sidebar, and you're a wonderful dog owner. I am a very committed dog owner. I'm one of those people that says if you can't afford or aren't willing, if your dog spends more time in a kennel than it does by your side, you're not a good pet owner. The dog needs attention. And nothing really makes you feel much better than petting a dog. Keep your mind out of the gutter, Ash.
Wasn't going anywhere.
Of course, you've got 7 dogs. I mean, you have like orgies at your house.
No, they just fight club sometimes.
Fight club.
Kelly Frommy says, entering observation yesterday regarding cash, Specs doesn't have any pennies on hand, so if your change due is $12.48, they round up and give you $12.50.
There you go. And I wonder if they do that, if they can offset. I always wonder if you do that over enough transactions, are the taxes going to get you? I don't know.
In Canada, when they got rid of the penny, they just basically anything that was priced at $12.99 went up to $13. Anything that was $12.91 went down to $12.90.
Well, like if you go into the Texan store like this one, I went in and got a refill of this drink this morning. It's $1.61. And I'm like, really? I mean, I think if I were going to do
was that with tax or before tax?
That was the total was $161. I think if I was going to do like a restaurant, I would give you the prices including taxes.
I don't think you can. I don't think you legally can.
Why can't I say it's $12.50 and then I'll back out the 8.25% and you really only paid $11.68?
I think you can if you tell them taxes included,
right?
So they understand it. But yeah, if you're just
taxes included, tip is not.
They made it their policy not to. Is it because though there's no more? We've stopped making the penny and they're just getting ahead of the curve there?
I don't know, but I find it interesting that Callie Frommy knows so much about the liquor store policy. That alone makes me happy on a Friday.
I wasn't going there.
Everybody loves somebody.
Hope you and Travis are well, Callie. Larry
cold
Schilling
outside.
Good morning, Larry. Good morning, neighbor. It is.
I really should go.
What do you make of this? Minute Maid discontinuing their frozen juices.
Isn't that all they do? What is Minute Maid going to do? If they don't make orange juice concentrate, what is Minute Maid going to do? They don't play baseball anymore.
They never did.
Right? They sell frozen juices in a variety of flavors, including orange lemonade, pink lemonade, raspberry lemonade, and limeade. The products will last on shelves until supplies run out. I guess when Coca-Cola is the parent corp of that, I guess when they got into the Topo Chico and the booze business, they decided that OJ was for old people.
The concept was introduced by Vacuum Foods Corp. and they changed the name to Minute Maid 3 years later. So in 1949, because Vacuum Foods invented frozen concentrated orange juice in 1946.
Coca-Cola's owned them since 1960.
I had no idea they owned Minute Maid for that long.
Yeah.
They say as refrigeration and pasteurization technology has advanced, the need for frozen concentrate has fallen out of popularity, replaced by fresh juices. This is going to screw up everybody's jellied salad at the holidays
Yeah.
because they all call for frozen juice.
Yeah.
And wouldn't that just be the worst thing ever?
Michelle Wilson
Oh,
Arkansas says,
yes.
I need the frozen limeade for my margs. You know, it's really not a bad deal. You take that jar of the little one, the little can, that was like 4 ounces of concentrate. You put that in the blender. You put like maybe 2 things of that of tequila in there, and you put a little triple sec, and you fire it up and ice, and it makes a fantastic margarita.
Jennifer Rayburn says she thinks frozen concentrate juice is like the last of the analog world.
Right?
It really is.
Fair.
It is a throwback to dial phones and
I can remember making it as a kid. You just let it sit on the counter for a couple of minutes, and then when you turn it over,
yep.
it'd fall into the bottom of the pitcher. And if you let it sit too long, the juice would run in first, and then it would hit, and the orange juice would splatter all over the counter. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I was about that years old
And
when
then
I
you
learned to do it down the side.
And then you got to fill the can with 2 cans of water,
That's it.
and then start stirring with the sturdiest wooden spoon you have
Oh.
because you gotta chop those ice pieces that are in there.
No, Patrick Strauss, not 2 spoons of tequila, 2 cans full of tequila. Yeah. Scott Tompkins says whiskey neat, problem solved.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Should we take a break?
I guess I'm kind of thirsty.
Yeah, me too.
Wow.
Palace Bingo, where friends meet friends. We got to pick a date. We haven't done that yet. We will.
Let's do it. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. And then the complainers can start, the whiners. You know who you are. Why don't we just do the last Thursday?
26th?
Thursday the 26th.
All right.
Gives everybody time to get out there. Thursday the 26th, Palace Bingo, where friends meet friends.
There we go.
If you just did it on the same week every month.
No, that's
We can't,
way,
though.
we can't do it
Schedules
'cause
are-
we're very, very busy. And not to mention our listeners, we have some key listeners that are always at bingo, and I try to accommodate them when they call and whine and complain. You know who you are. Kidding, Lisa. No, Lisa Poole's been a great, great supporter of Palace Bingo. 7 local charities. It's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful deal.
She's been a great supporter of the 7 local charities because she doesn't win often.
Lisa Poole and the I don't know, somebody here? I hope so. Lisa Poole and the lovely. I hope it's.
It's our friends from
somebody here. Yeah,
Sparklight.
we got Sparklight coming in. Sure, we're good.
Veracruz.
Today's Chicken Fried Friday. Get in today and enjoy the best. It really is the best chicken fried steak in town. In fact, I'm not even sure it has any real peers in town. Is there any place else you would go to eat chicken fried steak?
Not
It's
on
okay.
Friday.
No, solid avoidance of the question. Veracruz has that wonderful gravy. It's
Yep.
the gravy that you want. And they'll serve it with
They
mashed.
do, yeah, their mashed
potatoes.
potatoes are pretty good.
Wouldn't know. Dawn won't let me eat those.
You can have a bite.
Fantastic.
Pat
Get in.
Matula checking in.
She giving us homework. Like, does anybody believe I'm going to read this when we have a guest? I mean, seriously, do you think there's a chance I'm going to read this? Might peruse that later on the toilet. Allen's Wrecker Service, 578-6300. Let Allen be your go-to tow-to. Allen's can help you get from here to there from pretty much anywhere. You can reach out to Allen's for all your towing needs. You'll love it.
And don't forget, pork chop plate tickets still available. The benefit itself is next Saturday, but you can buy tickets at Allen's office right there on the Houston Highway out on 59, or any truck any of their tow truck drivers, record truck drivers, they have the tickets, and you can buy them from them as well. And Went Services for all your backup generator needs. If you need a backup electric generator, whole home generator, Went can get it done. You need any electrical work.
Yeah.
Summer's coming up and you realize that you want to do some things on your patio and you need more power, more electrical outlets. Give Went a call. They can reroute that power and put the outlets in for you. And there you go. TVs and speakers everywhere.
How about this summary? If you need anything done by an electrical contractor and you don't call Went, you're paying too much and you're waiting too long. There you have it.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. So look, I want. I always like to get. Right now, you're not on camera, but you see how I'm uncomfortably close to this. I want you to have like a flashback. Grab that microphone, get it close to you so that you can be close to it, so our audience can hear you. That's your camera right there. You look fantastic. Your audience is waiting for you, and now you're live with Wade and Carter. So we're welcoming for sure. My dear friend Kendra Blake is here. And good morning, friend. Do you have a microphone up? Now we do. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, guys. How are you?
We're very,
great.
very good. Tell us who your friend is.
My friend here is my coworker, Carl. He's my operations supervisor.
I know Carl.
With Sparklight, yes. Like my hand.
Get a little closer to that mic, Kendra.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we need
my handy, trusty tool here. Anytime I need some technical assistance, he's there for me.
Don't you have like that relative, that aunt or somebody that just she's a close talker. She gets too close to you. You know, you're like, hey, whoa, you're in my space. Let the microphone be in your space. The microphone is ultimately your friend. There you go. Stand by your man. Yeah, get right up there by it. Tell us what's going on with Sparklight. You know, a couple of weeks ago, I've emphasized this on Facebook. I incorrectly, I was wrong. I identified that I was having a problem with Sparklight, and I wasn't. I was having a problem with my Apple TV box. But the problem was ultimately solved because the people at Sparklight sent out Joe, who is super cool. I've got his cell number. Joe came out and said, let's try this, this, and this. And we did an iOS update on my Apple box, and the Sparklight portion of the problem was gone. It was never really a Sparklight problem, but without Joe, I didn't know that. So good deal. Tell us what's happening at Sparklight.
So that happens a lot. You got some little VIP treatment there, right? I say a 3-ring circus, but more like a 4, because you guys have us here in the studio. You have us at your home. Ash has us at his home. You have us at GSM Insurers. So just wanted to take care of you a little bit. Normally, we have what we call Tech Assist that customers pay $10 that kind of hold your hand a little bit more,
right,
to kind of help the customers troubleshoot those things.
You can bet when I was watching Peaky Blinders and my television was buffering, right, and people were getting killed and stuff, I would have slid Joe a 20 just to make that go away.
But it is very frustrating for us and for anybody to say, hey, automatically it's the internet that's going on. But I always tell folks, internet is...
Well, because anybody who remembers Suddenlink, it was always the internet going on. That's
true. That's why I love my Sparklight. I like the fiber.
And they're not around anymore, so we can say that.
Yeah, we can talk to them. Sure.
Well, so internet with fiber internet with Sparklight here in Victoria, it's like electricity. When you flip the switch, it's on. You flip the switch, it's off. So for us, for internet on fiber side, it's either on or it's off and it doesn't work and there's something wrong. So let's troubleshoot it. But the buffering, that's not us, but we wanted to take the time to help you navigate through that and work through it. And that's what we're about. We're about the community. We're about good public relations with everybody. And we want to have a good reputation out there.
I've found with my TV sends me those notifications that it's time to update the TV and the software. Do it.
Yes, sir.
And I used to ignore them, and I was like, same thing, buffering, lagging. No, it was the TV. It wasn't.
Dawn and I actually had hoped that you personally would come out. You could have brought Carl. That would have been fine. But we thought that Kendra is going to make a flyby and solve our problem. What are you promoting?
No. So I always tell everybody I'm not a technician. My degree is not in networking. I leave that to the professionals. I can help some, but that is not my forte. So I let Carl and his team troubleshoot those things.
So I just want to let you folks know. Now, look, we're just going to you don't have anywhere to go, do you?
No.
So Sparklight, let me just,
Oh my gosh.
Sparklight brought us. Can you tell
We each got our own copies.
Can you tell our audience a little bit about Sparklight? And then the next question is, these days, everyone is very reliant on their internet service for work, school, and entertainment. Tell me a little about what Sparklight has to offer to residential customers. We're not using that. Man. Come on.
So I recently had Sparklight installed at our office and made the mistake of just going on sparklight.com or whatever and getting installed. And I got a little nasty gram from Kendra letting me know that I should have called her because I knew her. And I
well,
didn't
that
even
is
think
one
about
thing.
Well, I was going to say, and I wish that the person I had worked with had been as great as Kendra was
no doubt.
about harassing me because she was awesome. And then I felt bad, of course. But the greatest part was I was like, crap, I knew Kendra. I should have called her. And she would have taken care of it. And
It's
now I've
user-
got extra fees because I went through the website.
User error.
Well, they've got a really strong personal presence in Victoria. So
Right.
if you need them, they're available.
Call them.
Yeah, that helps.
And always great deals, great prices. You got any deals going on now?
So on residential side, it is $40 for a gig. We also go up to a 6 gig plan for those people that are high end users with a lot of gaming going on. So it's a pretty good price point, especially for fiber, because we try to be competitive with the other people here in Victoria.
$40 a month for 1 gig. That's pretty good.
But is it just me or does it almost sound like a drug deal?
Why?
It's it's $10 for a dime bag. I mean, it's a gig. You want a gig? I got a gig. You want 2 gigs? I feel like Justin Marr is going to come in and go, we broke up an internet ring this morning and picked up 40 gigs. I don't know. It makes me anxious.
I mean, I could give you a plan on your personal home for $100 if you
Right.
like.
It's a
I mean,
great
it's
deal.
an easy.
No, it's been great.
I like those $100 bills. They're easy. But
Oh, Jennifer Rayburn says, Brent, you do know technicians only start providing customers their direct numbers when you become a customer of an advanced age. So because I'm an old man,
Yeah.
Come on, Papa.
Hey, Michelle Wilson Hawkins does have a question. Is that $40 a gig for the gig? Is that for new customers only? Because her mom's an existing customer.
it is. So I will say I'm not on the residential side. I'm business sales. I don't want to say something wrong, but I always tell folks, go inside 6601 North Navarro at the Sparklight office, and the young ladies there are local CSRs. They will help you navigate that, and they may be able to do that and change your plan. But I don't want to say something not correct.
Does that sound a little bit like past performance does not guarantee future? And then,
A little bit.
side effects of Sparklight could include rectal itching, bleeding, stomach cramps.
No, none of that.
Okay.
Scott Tomko says he loves Sparklight
Thank you.
There you go.
from a former customer of one of your competitors.
Scott says he likes Sparklight and a glass of bourbon. Neat. Yes. Yeah.
So I would want to bring your attention and everybody here in Victoria to. I try to do this as a selling point for us. Also letting people know we are here in the business of internet, of providing internet for customers, obviously to make money, as all business and corporations are. But we're here in the community, right?
Yeah.
We live here, we work here, we play here, we have homes in here, we're embedded here. But what I do like about and I love about Sparklight as a company as a whole is that they give so much back to the community. They do things for the nonprofits. We have grants that they offer 2 times a year that you're able to apply for. We've given money to the Golden Crescent Food Bank,
Awesome.
to the Salvation Army, just those kinds of things that help within our community, right? To show that we care and we're not going anywhere. We're not selling you a service and hey, we're out of here and we don't live.
No, I felt like you guys really from the very beginning jumped in. I've seen Carl at some not political fundraisers, but I've seen you at some local events where candidates were. You've injected yourself into the community.
Seen your whole team at golf tournaments.
Yeah, but you've jumped in a big way. You're not. Yeah, you're And by the way, congratulations on you earning your MBA.
Thank you.
Good
Thank you.
job.
It was a long, hard 15-year road, but hey,
Hey,
Carl, you got anything to add, or should you just bring a pretty face to stand
yeah,
beside her and look
just
good?
bodyguard, big, good-looking guy. Tell us what's going on, Carl. You feel free. Be aggressive with the
Got to
microphone.
get to that. Pull that microphone up. It's okay.
No, being with Sparklight, I love working for Sparklight. You know, like we said, we have speeds from 1 gig to 6 gigs. We're reliable. If anything ever goes down, you always can contact us. We locally.
Yep.
And I'm always out there to help. So you can always pick up the phone and call me. If I can't resolve it, I will find you an answer.
That's awesome.
And I can attest from both the business side and the residential side, because you guys have been here troubleshooting some stuff when we had some lag. That may not have been you guys anyway. But I know on the residential side, when I first got it installed, had issues with tree limbs. And you guys were like there. Windstorms are not good sometimes for some of this stuff, depending on where you live.
See, my fiber is buried in the backyard, so I'm free.
I live in an old
I'm in good shape.
that's what we want. We want free, seamless streaming, no interruptions, no lags.
Awesome.
Linda Chris's question: does Sparklight offer services in the county?
They're out on 440. What is it? 446 or 440 that goes out to.
Unfortunately, our company concentrates on rural, on counties. I mean, not counties, the cities. We don't go outside the city limits.
Okay.
The cost is astronomical, as you can imagine. When we came here to Victoria, we built out this at our capital cost. So
I remember watching y'all bury cable for months.
it takes a lot.
For
It
months.
takes a lot of money to run that and to, go to neighborhoods and businesses and get that infrastructure work. And I will say, we're happy to say we have completed that expansion process here in Victoria for the fiber. So pretty much all of the city in Victoria is lit live.
Yeah, Junior says that it's actually 447. It's the nursery, the road that goes to nursery. I guess those folks get their internet via like a satellite dish.
Correct. We're not out there that far. We're so sorry.
It's not your fault.
That's
It's a
okay.
business model. It has to make you money.
I want to service everybody because I have a heart for those folks that start to tell me their troubles at home for watching TV and things with internet, and I can't fix it.
But I'm glad you're not, because then I wouldn't be able to pay $40 a month.
Right, yeah. We can get Junior. Then it's like a government subsidy. It's communism and the internet intertwined.
We probably don't want to give Junior internet anyway.
No.
So we should just probably stay where we're at on that.
Junior does a lot of internet stuff in the name of research. Yeah, sure.
Another viewer, Andrew Alvarez, says, I use Sparklight, great service. So
There you go. Congratulations. You guys
Appreciate it.
have made a presence work.
Thank you.
You got anything else exciting to add?
We will be today at 4 to 6 at the Walk Across Texas, partnered with Town Square Media and Texas A&M Ag Extension Center, I believe.
Okay,
We
sure.
did that last year. Hey, our team with Sparklight placed third.
Nice.
I was that little Nazi person that was going enter in your steps, enter in your steps, enter in your steps.
Sure.
I wasn't the best team player because I was making people accountable.
You were in charge of getting
I
the
was
data.
making people accountable.
Gotta hold
Don't
them
get me
accountable.
started. I gotta
We love it.
win or at least place somewhere on the leaderboard.
There you go. Well, I hope you have a great weekend. Who's going to win the Super Bowl?
Ooh,
New England or Seattle?
Seattle.
I think Seattle.
I do too.
I think
I do
Seattle.
too. Did you happen to watch any of the NFL awards last night?
No, I did not.
I don't remember the gentleman's name, Cody, who won NFL Man of the Year. At any rate, the guy just does amazing work. His mother had a stroke, and
Bobby Wagner.
Bobby Wagner, linebacker, played for Seattle for a while, played with the Rams for a while, and now is with the Commanders. But he has everything from utilized his brand as an athlete to create like a coloring book to teach little kids the warning signs of stroke, to just overall stroke awareness. Really, really a fine story. It was touching when the guy got up to accept the award. He was just like so humble. It was amazing. It was rare among professional athletes. But every team had a representative that was put up for the NFL Man of the Year. And some of the stories were unbelievable. You never know where your light can shine and where you can make a difference. So,
and you never know what people's are going through struggles
That's
within
right.
themselves
Absolutely.
at home with their family.
right. That's right.
Everybody thinks that, NFL players and all these athletes that are paid so much are immune from the problems that that
No.
everybody faces, but they're not.
They just do it while paying more taxes. Hey, thanks a bunch for coming by. You're welcome anytime. And
I would like to ask if I could come back
absolutely.
with Paula so we can talk
Absolutely.
about things that are going on within the chamber and recruit some more chamber ambassadors. We're always
Absolutely.
excited about that and passionate for that.
And I know Dawn is listening, and Dawn would want me to tell you that your eyebrows are on point. That's the phrase of the week. Your eyebrows
All right.
are on
Thank
point.
you, Dawn. Hey,
I'll give you a screen so y'all can exit that way, and you're good. You're free to walk straight through. Thank you for
Kendra
coming
Carl,
by.
thank you
Carl,
very
good to
much.
see you, babe. Y'all be well. Folks, the chopping block inviting you to get in. I told you about the
Yep.
specials they've got, but you can go in
Super
and buy
Bowl packs
steaks,
now.
whatever you want. Today's the last day to order the Super Bowl packs. Go by and tell them
And then
what
you
you
can
want.
pick them up before kickoff on
Absolutely.
Sunday between 3 and 5.
Between 3 and 5. Absolutely.
Go to Chesnick Furniture Company today. Get yourself a new sofa, love seat recliner for the big game on Sunday. We can watch it in comfort.
SportsAdvocate.com inviting you for $9.99 a month. Put it on EFT or ACH, whatever it is, automatic withdrawal. Let Mike Foreman entertain you, enlighten you, teach you, educate you. Mike Foreman is by far the most prolific and the best sports writer in this region for the last 40 years. And he now works with us to bring that gift to you.
One story this week, all the kids that signed NCAA letters of intent to go play sports.
He did a great story on that.
I think at least a dozen kids in the area.
It's cheaper than if you currently subscribe to what's left of our local paper. Put some money in your pocket and go back to the reason that you stayed with them so long and just get a cheaper deal and get unlimited Mike Foreman. White Trash Services, 550-1826. They're going to start calling us, Ash, with the update because they now chart which volunteer fire department is getting the most money.
Okay.
And they've given away, I think it's like over $10,000 to
Awesome.
It makes a difference to
Yeah.
a volunteer fire department.
Darn rights it does.
You sign up for 1, 2, or 3 year service agreement with White Trash. You can lock in your pricing for up to 2 years. The 1 year deal gets 25, 2 years 50, 3 year $100 to your local volunteer fire department. They're inviting you to create a new account with White Trash Services. Chesnick Furniture, Chesnick and Love, make your house a home. Get in and see why you just always do better at Chesnick. Bobby Leon will be there this weekend. You still have time to purchase and receive a new best American-made recliner. Enjoy the game in your new chair. Fantastic.
USA Concrete Coatings.
578 Home. Let Charlie Garcia come out and give you a quote. They can sand it, seal it, stain it, paint it, whatever you want done. Put down a tough as nails polyurethane coat that won't.
Crack stick, peel or fade.
And Paravita Wellness and the Vita Cafe. Vita Cafe tomorrow and Sunday inviting you to brunch. Get up Sunday, do a little church, get over to the Vita Cafe for brunch, go home and watch the big game. Fantastic.
First State Bank of Louise Astros update. We talked about Fromber signing with the Tigers yesterday. Could be interesting to see what happens there because old Screwball got $32 million in arbitration, the highest award ever in arbitration. Still a lot of uncertainty. Maybe the Astros are a home for him. Young
Absolutely.
pitcher. I would love to see him come. I don't know if there's a lot of smoke around that fire, but I'll try to create it if I can. But where there is a lot of smoke is the future of Isaac Paredes and or Christian Walker with the Astros because we just don't know. Walker slated to play first base. Yordan Alvarez been promised a lot of at-bats at DH unless
Isaac Paredes will play some second. You'll have Pena at short.
Walker was the leading home run hitter last year. He's probably one of the most productive hitters. He's not the most feared hitter. That's Yordan Alvarez when he's healthy. They lost a lot of man games to injuries last year. I'm not convinced that keeping them both around for a while isn't the right play because of
People
the
get
injury
hurt.
problems. Jordan specifically.
I still don't understand
and
why we let Mauricio Dubon get away. I don't understand it. I'm not as upset as I was. Who was it a couple of years ago that was here? Utility guy, went to Oakland.
Toro.
No,
Straw.
no.
Miles Straw.
Hispanic, Latino. Randy Langston, no. He was our guy. He left Houston. He went to Oakland.
Diaz?
Yes, Aledmus Diaz. I remember thinking, what a tragic loss. We'll never replace him. And then they brought in this lightly used guy from San Francisco named, thank you, P. Strauss, brought in this lightly used guy from San Francisco named Mauricio Dubon, who played every position but catcher.
Yeah.
You know, and I think he wanted $5 million. He was worth $5 million. I don't know why the Astros.
Well, they got younger and probably a guy almost as good defensively when they shipped him to the Braves. So
there you go.
we'll see what happens.
College athletics. UT women start out number 1 in softball. That can be the kiss of death. UT men, I think, number 3. A&M's basketball team, you know, I told you before, they're 17-5. They've been a really productive team. First year under this Bucky, whatever his name is, they call it Bucky Ball, doing a great job. The Aggies have a really formidable basketball team, but in the game that they really needed to win the other night, they folded up against Alabama on the road. And, like, for example, the Aggies toyed with and just basically slapped around my Longhorns with no real problem. But Texas went to Alabama and beat Alabama, and it's a quality win. Alabama was ranked at the time. I'm going to be curious to see if the Aggies crack the top 25 anytime soon. They're certainly going to make the NCAA tournament and bully for them. So good luck to them. Go ahead. Winter Olympics
Winter
begin
Olympics
tonight?
beginning tonight. Opening ceremonies in Milan, Italy. Third time Italy's hosted the games.
You said you were only interested in the following sports.
Yeah, pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
Curling, hockey,
Hockey, skiing, cross country.
I like the biathlon where they ski and shoot.
Because nothing says safety like getting on some skis with a gun.
Ski jumping, ski flying.
How about ski
openings-
jump shooting? Like you go down the deal and you jump, and the guys from Finland shoot at you with a 12 gauge. Boom, boom.
Be like skeet and trap.
Yeah, you're like
using
a clay
jump-
pigeon. You wear like one of those ceramic orange suits. Boom, got it. And then if you nail the landing in spite of being shot,
Extra points.
just make it more like the what?
Sarajevo.
Yeah, like the War Olympics.
Opening ceremonies beginning at 1:00 local time, NBC and Peacock covering those. These games, though, already fraught with controversy because the arena where hockey is going to be played not even finished. They're about 2,000 seats short of finishing that
But
stadium.
the building is complete.
Yeah, and the ice is there.
We just call that standing room only.
Yeah.
You get one free beer.
A lot of the amenities not available. They're not sure that all the refreshment amenities, the concessions, will be available.
Bring
for
the
fans
beer in,
either.
bring the kegs in. It'll be just like Canada.
Gold medal is worth about $2,300 each, so I guess they're not even a full true ounce of gold anymore.
Think about that. No, and it's a lot more than an ounce. It's like a trash can
but I bet
lid.
it's not.
It's just probably gold plated.
It's probably there's some gold in them, but not as
Sure.
much as there used to be. Those things used to be like pure gold.
Back when you were competing.
Never competed.
But you've worked at the Olympics.
I was a
in
volunteer.
Calgary.
I was a volunteer for the '88 Olympics. Yep, it was a lot of
They
fun.
told Ash, they go, okay, look, we want you to go down this walkway here. The arena is here behind me. I want you to go that way. And when you get out there, you're going to see a row of porta potties. Right. Is that right? No, keep going. Keep going. You get out there, there's going to be a gate for VIP parking. Is that right? Do I state that? No, keep going.
Yep.
They had him up by some 7-Eleven across town, like
Yep.
going Olympics that way. He had one of those signs that you turn, Olympics.
I was working the sign.
Yeah. Sign guy. You were
That was
sign
me.
guy.
Way before they ever became popular.
Sure.
What else is happening around?
Oh, you want to play? Wait, Ricky De La Garza's calling. Let's see
Oh.
this. Raphael, I've got you live on the radio. Is that good? Well, hello, ladies. There you go.
Good morning.
There you, how old are they? Yeah, we can't talk to them. We can't know. The next thing you know, we'll be in the Epstein
Our
files.
restraining orders.
Hey, we love
We
you
appreciate
guys.
that. Thank
I'll
you.
see y'all soon. You know, you raise a child in the way it should go, and when it gets older, it will not depart from it.
DPS announcing that the most wanted program in the last year led to the capture of 65 fugitives, including 28 convicted sex offenders, 13 criminal illegal immigrants, and $41,000 paid out to 11 anonymous tipsters.
So that's that deal of if you see somebody that's on this list and you report them, like, hey, that guy lives next to me in my apartment, then if he's convicted, you get payout. So it's kind of a encouragement financial for you to tattle on your neighbors. I like that. Do you want to get into this deal today? We don't have to, but we talked about this lady.
I've got it ready to go.
Oh, you've got it?
We've
You
only
got
got
it?
8 minutes. I don't know. Is that enough time to really get into this?
Get people thinking over the weekend.
Okay.
Play that.
All right. This is Helen Andrews. She's got a theory, hypothesis as to wokeness. And so you're going to listen to this and hopefully. What? Make sure I got it going here. And this is on the Unheard podcast on YouTube. So I just wanted you to, the source is important.
I can agree with that. That one of the first comments says women went from being hard to get to playing hard to want, and I think there's some logic to the idea that our society has drifted.
Is this just an extension of what we've seen out of Hollywood, though? Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
How do you feel as opposed to the facts?
You know, and moving that way. Scott Tomko says he'll be thinking about this all weekend.
I'm sure you will, Scott. Bourbon, neat.
And she's a conservative writer.
Yeah.
Female, and that probably already put her in the crosshairs because she's a conservative and she's a female speaking out against females.
They said they weren't getting any sound. I hear nothing, can't hear anything. Okay, there
sorry
you go.
about that.
I apologize. At any rate, this lady basically
Helen
said
Andrews on the Unheard podcast.
2020. Yeah, go look it up. Go look it up.
That must have been.
She basically said that when universities flipped to a female dominated leadership, when medical schools flipped to female dominated leadership, that
when the media flipped, the New York Times, Washington Post, you find it.
Yeah, I've got the I mean, I can go back to old school and play her, I think. But if we drag it long enough, we don't even have to we don't just talk about anything. Helen Andrews, go check her out. She's sharp. She's a sharp lady.
Now I got it.
What makes you think it's going to play?
Because I'm going to go here. Sure, this is right.
I'm just going to do it old school. Anyway, hey, I want to do this real quick too while we're at it. Special thanks to Magic 95.9 for tolerating us and our dead air that we do at times. And I want to tell you that
in the same.
Anybody hearing that? No? Nope, no. Awesome. It's bad. No.
Cody, drop a link. It's Helen Andrews on YouTube. Anyway, it's just
New board.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go back to that page that you were on. Antique repair and restoration. Anyway. Unheard is the show. Anyway, wokeness.
It's out of England.
We've decided wokeness is bad.
Is it?
I don't know.
Just it said it came in and right back out. So I guess I had it going for a while there, but I've decided to stop it because we're almost out of time. I'm more upset about the frozen juices being discontinued.
Yeah, what is going to happen? I know now you can go to HEB and buy, no pulp, some pulp, lots of pulp. I mean, very interesting. I want the amount of pulp that would be there if I squeezed the juice. Now I'll tell you that when you go to Sam's, they have a machine there that's a juicer, and they make grapefruit juice and orange juice fresh, and the grapefruit juice is unbelievable. Yeah. Crazy.
Linda Chris says, give us the highlights. Basically, she was blaming women or feminization for wokeness, and wokeness is feminization. And it basically piggybacks on the Hollywoodization of the emasculation of male characters in Hollywood. And
I'm not saying that this is a good thing. Maybe the U.S. is the most enlightened country on the planet. But if you want our leadership to deal with foreign entities, if foreign policy matters at all, and you're not a former tight end for the Jets like Margaret Thatcher, you aren't prepared to lead. That Kamala Harris is no match in any form for Vladimir Putin.
Kim Campbell in Canada in the 90s, when she briefly led as the Prime Minister of Canada, was a laughingstock on the world stage.
No doubt. You simply can't. Vlad Putin is twice her age. He'd say, well, hello, little lady.
And there have been a few. Margaret Thatcher, Indira Gandhi.
Right. Thatcher was tough.
You had what's her name stealing all the money down in Argentina.
Don't cry for me, Argentina. What was her name? Is it dementia when if you gave me a list of 1,000 names, I could pick her name off of it, but I can't tell you her name.
That's Argentina. I don't care. Oh, that's something that we didn't get into. That's really interesting. Is all of Latin America has now leaned conservative, fiscal conservative, social conservative. They have completely gone away from the socialists and the communists that they were electing just 10 years ago.
Yep, because they're broke.
They've realized it doesn't work. And here we've got the left continuing to try to go down that path. And the poorest countries in the world have figured out.
Yes.
It doesn't work.
Tomorrow night, Roger Krager tickets. Get ready. The VISD Foundation at Club Westerner.
And don't forget the The Mandate debuts on Magic tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow morning, tune in. What time is that show?
Junior, what time are you on tomorrow?
9 o'clock, I think. Tune in tomorrow morning, Magic 95.9 FM.
The
Our
Mandate with Junior and Andrew Alvarez.
Andrew Alvarez. I wonder if any of our narcissistic presence will follow them. I don't know. Curious to see. I'm sure that'll be on Facebook too. But we can watch
9 to
it.
10 tomorrow. There you go.
9 to 10. Watch it on Facebook. The Mandate. Can't wait to watch it. Junior, good luck. Break a leg. Folks, it's the top of the hour.
Yes.
We wish you nothing but a delightful weekend. Be
Yeah, we'll
safe
see
on the
y'all
roads.
here Monday.
Tune in Monday to the Atzenoffer Studio, a South Texas tradition for over 100 years. Atzenoffer inviting you out for your next ride this weekend. Bye, folks.
Bye, folks.